So today we're just gonna do the overall body stretch. We're gonna focus a lot on the hamstrings and on the shoulders, and we're gonna get some gentle twists in too to help aid in digestion and just overall ease of movement. If you do have a block and a ring, or you could use a strap instead of a ring, have it near you. Starting with your legs out nice and long, extend your arms out right in front of you and just start walking a little bit with your seat bones. This is just going to help reset through the pelvic floor. Walk a little bit forward and a little bit back. Really try to move your hips in a range of motion here. Just go about one length forward, one length back, and then we're going to find the middle of our mat. Just in the center of your mat with your feet up toward the top of your mat. Whenever you get there, stay there. Inhale, reach the arms up, deep breath in. Exhale, fold it down. We're just going to move with the breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Focus on your breath mainly. Don't worry right now, don't worry so much about what else is going on form-wise. We're just focusing on the breath to warm up. So if your back wants to round, it can round. Or if you want to keep it nice and flat and straight, you could do that too. Inhaling up, exhaling, folding down. Now I want you to try to start reaching a little bit further every time you come down. Still focus on that breath, but try to reach a little bit further than you were before. Inhaling up, exhale, reach a little bit further. And if you can, start holding onto your feet when you come down, and then right back up. If you can reach the feet. If not, it's okay. Just wherever you can on your legs to give yourself a little bit added stretch. Keep moving with the breath. In about 5 breaths, we're just going to stay in that forward fold. And the next time that you come in your forward fold, stay here. If you can catch your feet, catch your feet. If you can't catch your feet, get your ring or your strap to help catch your feet, whatever you need, your strap if you need to. And then give your hips a little bit more of that wiggle to really open up through the seat bones. And then just melt down into this. Focus on hamstrings, let your back round, but try to keep your chin slightly lifted. And then the same thing as before when we were inhaling up, exhaling down, we're going to do little movements of that. Inhale, lift up the chin, exhale, fold down, tuck that chin in. Inhale, lift up the chin, exhale, fold down. And keep holding on to your feet with your hands or your strap. Every time that you get low, try to sink a little bit lower. If you need to, you can reset those seat bones, wiggling, getting more space through the seat bones. Keep moving with this breath. In about 5 breaths, we're just going to stay and fold and melt into it. Keep drawing your belly in, lengthening through the spine. And the next time that you fold in, tuck in as tight as comfortable for you. Just stay here. Keep drawing your feet towards your shoulders. Try to get as low as available for you. Breathe into it. Try to sink even lower. Wiggle those seat bones a little bit to get even deeper. 5 more deep breaths. Extend through your heels. And then now slowly round your spine up till you come to a nice long spine. You can tiptoe your hands onto your legs. Coming to that tall spine, take your hands beside you under your shoulders with your fingers pointed forward. Press into the ground like you're trying to elevate off of the floor. Get those shoulders way far away from your ears. Lengthen your spine. Keep pressing your hands into the ground. That spine stays nice and long. Chin lifted. Good. Breathe here. Try to elevate off the floor. If you did have 2 blocks, you could put a block under each hand. But if not, don't worry about it. Keep breathing. And start looking side to side. With your spine long, keep pressing those hands into the ground. Lengthen through the spine, through the neck. And every time you look to one side, give a little nod up and down. Look to one side, nod up and down. Keep lengthening through the spine, breathing. 5 more deep breaths. Keep pressing those hands into the ground. And make sure you're even on both sides. And come back to center. Bend just your right knee. Keep the left leg out nice and long. Take your left arm, hook onto your right knee. Take that right hand, tiptoe behind you, fingertips touch the floor, twist. Try to stretch even your eyeballs, your spine is still long. Breathe. Keep twisting. The exhalation helps you twist even deeper. Keep stretching even your eyeballs. 3 more deep breaths. On the exhalation, gently unwind. We're taking the right arm and we're placing it on the inside part of the thigh. We're gonna just twist that opposite way, open up through your heart. Stretch, again, stretch even your eyeballs. One more deep breath. On the exhalation, gently unwind. Switch sides. Extend right leg, bend left leg in, give it a nice hug, get it close up toward the seat as you can. Right arm hooks onto left knee. Twist. Stretch those eyeballs, keep your spine long. With each exhalation, get deeper. One more deep breath. On the exhalation, gently unwind. Now we're switching sides. See if you can cross that left arm on the inside part of your leg. Right arm helps you to twist even your eyeballs. Open up that chest. Three more deep breaths. And the exhalation gently unwinds you. Cross both legs so you can come into a tabletop position. Center of your mat. And begin rounding and arcing through your spine. Make little movements along the way that feel good. Just wiggle out any kinks through the shoulders, through the hips. Good, yeah, just shimmy through those hips and shoulders as you move through your cat-cow. Just think about your breath. Think about the inhalation, breathing into the lung body, into the belly body, into the front part. And the exhalation draws your belly in, rounds your spine. Try to think about your breath, just moving with it. And then flatten out your back into a table position. Extend your right leg. Place your toes onto the mat. And then just think about pressing all of your weight in toward your Achilles heel on the right side. And you're also getting an arm stretch here too. You might even float your left knee if you want to just ensure that all of that weight is going into the right side. And then while you're here, plug more of the weight onto your big toe side. Breathe here. We're going to go big toe, and then we're going to slowly go into little toe. Okay, adjust so that you can put more of the weight onto the middle pinky toe side. So before we did big toe, now we're going into middle pinky toe. Breathe. Deep breaths. It's a really good calf, Achilles heel stretch. We're going to slowly start pushing this into a three-legged dog. So adjust that foot so you can come into a three-legged dog, pushing all the weight onto your right foot. Keep your back straight. Breathe. That chin tucked into your chest. Just focus on the right side. Left leg, however's comfortable for you. You could keep it bent if it's more comfortable. You could straighten it out. Just focus on that right leg right now. Good. One more deep breath. On the exhalation, let your left leg come down. Set the left foot on the floor. And as you stretch out your left foot, let the top part of your right foot come on to the mat. And we're just going to massage through our toes, the top part of your foot on that right side. Left leg is also getting a stretch, but we're still focusing on our right side. Good. Take about 2 more deep breaths here. Now lower your knees back onto the mat in tabletop position. Bend your right leg up. So we're still staying on that right side. Come around, catch your right leg with your left hand. If you need to, take that ring and catch your foot, or you could use a strap. And now bring that leg up. Balance. So this should feel like a shoulder stretch and quad stretch. Keep balancing. 5 more deep breaths. On the exhalation, we're going to lower onto our left side. And then just rest your head in your hand or on your bicep. Take your top right leg, come in and out. In and out. Again, if you need to, get that ring to catch your leg. In and out. Good, and the next time that you have that leg back there, stay here, kind of like when we were balancing. Try to stretch out that leg. Good, keep breathing. 3 more deep breaths. And on your exhalation, we're gonna release the leg, come onto your belly. Onto your belly. We're gonna just rest our head onto our hands, bend your left leg, take your right leg and just start pulsing up. Keep your right leg long. Little pulses up. Every time you come up with that right leg, see if you can go a little bit higher. We're going to keep pulsing up 10 more times, and then we're going to rest our right leg on our left heel. So I want you to keep getting that right leg up high, higher every time. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and the next time that right leg is up high, cross it so that you can rest your leg onto your left heel. Right leg on left heel. If this is not available for you, you could just put a block. You could also just put a block under your right leg and just let the leg drain. Good. Relax your head and your hands. One more deep breath. On your exhalation, let your legs slowly come down. Take your right arm out to the side. It should be in line with your shoulder, that right arm out to the side. Place your right shoulder all the way onto the ground and then start opening up to the left. Right shoulder's down, open to the left. Use that left hand to press to help you. Left hand presses into the ground to help you. Breathe here. That top left leg, you could stretch it out or you can relax it. Whatever feels good. One more deep breath. And exhalation lowers your belly back onto the ground. Take both hands under your shoulders. Press into a cobra or an up dog. Bring those hands in under the rib cage, that low rib cage. Hug your elbows in, shoulders down, spine long, chin parallel to the ground. Breathe. You can stay here if you feel good, or you can move your head side to side in just whatever ways that feel good for you. Good. Another 3 more deep breaths. And bring that chin into your chest, press back into an extended arm child's pose. Let your knees widen, draw your belly in, try to touch your forehead to a surface, either the mat, a block, a towel. And walk them over to the right side. Press into the ground. With your option to stack the left hand on top of the right. On the next exhalation, walk it over to the left side. Keep those knees open. Press into the ground with the option to stack right on left. One more deep breath in. And exhale, bring it back to center. Push up into tabletop position. Begin rounding and arcing. And again, making those movements along the way to really loosen up hips, shoulders, into the neck, all the way through the spine. And find that flat tabletop back. Extend the left leg. So we're just going to go through that same thing on the left side, starting with our Achilles heel, big toe. Just push all that weight in toward the left side, that Achilles heel stretching out. As we age, especially with modern medicine, the one thing that's going to be still a problem is people getting the atrophy of the muscles, and the Achilles heel is one thing that gets really tight that we don't give enough attention to. So really focus on that Achilles heel, big toe side. We're still here, and then we're going to move into that pinky toe side in a few breaths. Focus that breath, breathing consciously into the Achilles heel. This also helps with plantar fasciitis. I can't say that word. All right, one more deep breath. And now we're going to move on to the pinky toe side. So adjust as needed. We're going middle, pinky toe side, Achilles heel. Consciously breathing into it. If that right knee lifts up a little bit, that's okay. 2 more deep breaths here. And now we're going to start finding our 3-legged dog on the left side. So whatever that means for you, you can have that right leg extended, you can keep it bent, just whatever feels good. Focus on trying to stretch out into the hamstring. Focus all that energy to the left. Good. 2 more deep breaths. On your exhalation, the left leg is gonna the right leg's gonna come down to support you. And you're gonna start moving through the top of the foot on the left side. Just massage the top of your left foot, and your right leg's getting a bonus stretch right now. But really focus on the little bones and little muscles and through the toes on that left side and into the top of your foot, all the way up into your shin. Make sure you go from big toe to little toe. Breathing. 3 more deep breaths. On the exhalation, lower the knees down to the ground. Bringing that left knee up. Come around and catch your foot with either your hand or a strap. And I like to curl my toe on the right side for balance, or you could keep it flat if you need to. Get your left foot and then just gently start bringing it up. Stretch out quad, hip, shoulder. 5 more deep breaths. And on the next exhalation, release. We're coming to our right side. Right side. Rest your head on your bicep, in your hand, or you could also put a pillow or a block or a ball. And start bringing your knee in and out. Catching your foot with your hand, the strap, the ring. We're just really moving through our range of motion on our hip. We're also kind of tricking the quad because we contract it and then we lengthen it. And a few breaths, we're just going to keep it back like we did the other side and stretch into it. And the next time that you have that leg back there, just keep it back, stretch out through the quad, stretch from all the way up from the belly into the knee. Big, long lengthen. Breathe into it. 5 more deep breaths. Good. 1 more deep breath in. On the exhalation, release the leg. We're coming onto our belly. Bend your right knee, and that left leg is just going to start coming up. Start stacking your hands. And we're just warming up that leg to get it as high as we can, so that we're going to try to set the leg on our heel on the right side. The main thing is that you don't actually put it on the bony part of your knee. You either want it to be above the knee or below the knee. Keep going. Another 10. Try to keep your legs straight. 9, 8, 7, 6. Try to rest your forehead in your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, and keep that leg up. Set your leg onto your foot, your right foot. Just let that leg drain. Relax. 5 breaths. On the exhalation, release the leg down, both legs long onto the ground. Make sure the hip bones are pressed onto the ground. Place your hands low on your rib cage and press up into your cobra or your up dog. Hug those elbows in towards your ribs. Go up as much as you want, as much as comfortable for you. Keep those shoulders away from your ears with your option to move your head side to side. Good. And bring that chin back to center, lower back down onto the ground. Take your left arm out to the left side. Should be just right in line with your shoulder. And then lean over to the left. Use your right hand to press into the ground. Right hand presses into the ground. Look up toward the ceiling. If you want to, take that top right leg, stretch it out and float it back. Help deepen the stretch. You feel like a deep shoulder stretch. Good. Keep breathing. 5 more deep breaths. That palm is facing down. And on your exhalation, slowly bring your belly back to the mat. Press back into your extended arm child's pose. The knees nice and wide, arms long, forehead pressing onto a surface. And start walking your hands over to the right side. Press into the ground with the option to stack, left hand on right. And on your next exhalation, walk it all the way over to the left. Press your hands into the ground with the option to stack your right hand on top of your left. And on your next exhalation, walk back to center, lift the hips up, curl your toes, take it into downward facing dog. You could stay in your down dog or you could walk your dog, your choice. 5 deep breaths, chin into the chest. Both legs should feel nice and stretched out right now. Good. Keep focusing on all that weight going into your seat bones, stretching down through the legs, working on plugging those heels deep into the ground with your back staying straight and your shoulders open. Keep breathing. One more deep breath. On your exhalation, step your left foot forward. Start walking your hands toward the center and point both knees and feet in front of you. So your legs are about as wide as you can make them. Tiptoe your hands out and then just start rocking forward and back. Nice wide feet. Rock forward and back. Try to give a little round through the spine when you come forward and then stretch it out when you come back. And the next time that your weight is back, stay there, hold and breathe. Like we're doing a down dog with really wide legs. Breathing. Now put slight little bend in your knees. We're gonna just shift the weight one way and the other way. Little slight buoyancy in your knees, feeling the hips and inner thighs stretch out. And find a neutral center. Take your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Start bringing your arms up, fold in. See if you can touch your crown of your head to the floor or just aim that towards there. Two more deep breaths. On the exhalations, bring your head up just a little bit, unwind your hands. Hands onto the ground, lower the knees down onto the mat, cross your legs behind you, and we're coming onto our back. Find your block, get your block along the way. Onto our back, take your block under your hip bones. Your shoulders are going to be grounded. Take your right leg, cross the right ankle over your left knee. Let your arms come out to a T and just let that right hip open up. Try to keep your right foot flexed. Left foot just stays onto the ground. Arms open up into a T position. Let your shoulders relax onto the mat with the palms facing up. Breathing. On your next exhalation, switch sides. Set the right foot down, cross your left ankle over your right knee and just let that hip open up, keeping your left foot flexed, relaxing into it. One more deep breath. And on the exhalation, gently release both feet to the earth. Take that block, lift up, take the block away, walk your shoulders in, interlace your fingers behind you. Keep those hips up high, plug into your heels. Stay here, breathe. One more deep breath. And on the exhalation, release your fingers, untangle your hands, start walking your shoulders back out. And then as slowly as you can, lower your vertebrae to the ground. Try to feel each vertebrae touch the ground. Slowly, slowly lowering till your spine is nice and long onto the mat. Extend both legs all the way up. Start circling your ankles. Both legs up nice and long. While you're here, try to reset your spine to make it as long as possible. The shoulders open and grounded. And your arms are long with your palms facing up. And then reverse the direction of your ankle circles with your legs as long as possible. Circling those ankles, another 3, 2, 1, and then just relax your feet in a neutral position. Bring your chin and your shoulders up off the mat. Reach your arms out nice and long like somebody's pulling you by the fingertips. And then slowly start lowering your legs on the count of 10, 9, 8, keep the shoulders up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release into Savasana. Take a big deep breath through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out your mouth. Just get nice and relaxed. Make sure your spine is long, your hips and your shoulders grounded, your arms and your legs long with the palms facing up, your feet out to the side. Sink into the ground. Feel the gravity of the earth. Listen to your breath. Just focus on your breath. If your mind starts to drift, then count your breaths. Begin making small movements, wiggling fingers, toes, blinking your eyes, bringing your awareness back to the space around you. And when you're ready, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Hands behind your legs and rock yourself up into a seated position. And just start rotating the wrists. Go one way. And when you're ready, the other way. And now the shoulders. Just move those shoulders around. And other way. And so if you twist, go side to side. And come to center. Inhale, both arms all the way up. Stretch your arms out. Breathe. Exhale, bring it to heart center. One more time. Stretch all the way up. Stretch through the arms. Exhale. Bring it into your heart center. Thumbs to your heart. Namaste.